Good evening and welcome to your News Now Sports. I'm Dave Siseski. It's a battle of two Bulldog squads in Mercer County as Salina welcomes in Elida. Salina looks to maintain their undefeated record in the WBL, while Elida hopes to bounce back after a tough loss to Bath. Our Dylan Tyson has more with both head coaches. Good evening, Dylan.
Good evening, Dave. Salina hasn't won a WBL football title since 1995. But at 4-0 in league play, they're in the driver's seat for an outright championship. And on the other sideline tonight, Elida, one of three one-loss teams in the WBL, looking to compete with Salina for a share of the crown. Joining me tonight are both head coaches Brennan Bader and Kyle Harmon. We've talked a lot about Salina already, so let's start with you, Coach Bader. In your 7 years here at Salina, this week was your guys' first team being ranked or receiving votes in the Ohio State poll. So, what's new this year? No, got a lot of eyes on that defense, but what else has changed?
I'm gonna be honest with you, not a whole lot has changed as far as what we do, how we do things. We have a group that has played since their sophomore year, and they have a lot of Friday night experience. They're playing well because they're confident, because they've played a lot of football games, and they work hard, and got a bunch of guys that love football. It's about as simplistic as that right now.
4 wins in a row right now, but let's talk about that first loss of the season. Your guys' only loss comes to Ohio's best team in Division 6 versus Sales, and you guys held them to their lowest scoring game of the season. Now, there was still a loss, so what did you guys take away from that game, and how has your team improved in the week since?
Sales is a really great football team. Bottom line there, we turned the ball over. We did not play complementary football very well. What did we learn from it? Just like any loss, where do we got to get better? How do we got to adjust practice maybe? And then how do we coach better? And, we didn't reinvent the wheel. We just tried to put our guys in a position to have success.
Coach, best of luck tonight. All right, talked a lot about the Bulldogs in green. What about the boys in orange? Coach Harmon, thank you for joining us. Now, you guys last week were the other first-ranked team in the WBL. That was until, of course, the injury to your starting quarterback and the subsequent first loss of the season at Bath. Can you give us an update on how McGue's doing and how the team has stepped up in his absence?
He's here tonight. He got dinged up last week. He's obviously not going to play tonight. But our seniors, we rallied at halftime. We were up 14-7.5. Our backup quarterback, Isaac Earl, came in, with limited reps. He came out and competed. He's a program kid. He's put on, I think, 80 pounds since his freshman year. So he's a kid that's worked extremely hard. And, he's ready for the opportunity to step up and play Q tonight.
This is the second year in a row you guys have started 4-0. But last year, it resulted in a subsequent 6 straight losses. And that first loss came against this Salina team. How do you guys stop them? How do you guys stop your team from snowballing again against this team this year?
Our senior leadership's been great. It all started in the weight room, and these guys have played a lot of football. But, last year, that was a different animal. We had a running quarterback, and then we went in with a pocket passer, so we had to revamp the offense midseason. With McGue, he's a pure pocket passer. We'd run the football with him a little bit. But Isaac comes in with the same skill set, so we're not going to have to change a bunch. But, he's ready to step up, and he's the leader of this football team, and we're looking forward to tonight.
Coach, thank you for your time. Sounds like we got 2 really good squads battling here tonight. You're not going to want to miss it. So be sure to tune in for full football Friday night coverage at 11:15. Reporting from Salina, I'm Dylan Tyson. Your News Now Sports.
Thanks, Dylan. Well, here's a look at some of our notable games we'll have coverage of tonight. Lima Senior returns home to take on Woodward Spartans. Look to make it 3 wins in a row. And Shawnee hosting Wapak in a WBL clash.